Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I am Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Director at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is April 21st. I let God's perfect will be mine this day. And the scriptural reference for today's reading is Matthew chapter 6, verse 10, Thy will be done. And the reading begins. I am the agent of the eternal. I am an ambassador at large for God. Its will is that I shall express all its attributes. And I do this with joy. In me, the will of God is accomplished by my right thinking, right loving, and right action. I love to do the will of God, for as I do it, I have increased my good in my life. I let my light shine before humanity, that they, seeing that light, shall glorify God. I am aware of a divine purpose and a divine plan. God knows what it is doing, and in me, God always knows what to do. I am a part of its plan, and I play this part with my whole being. In me, the mind of God is in full control, and this is my security. Knowing that the will of God is for greater good, I let that will be mine now. I cooperate fully with the indwelling Spirit. I turn within to this Spirit for the answer to every question and solution of every problem. I accept the divine design of my life. Ahead of me is a planned road of unfolding good. Each day brings added power. Each hour brings new and greater possibilities for my advancement. I look ahead and see my spiritual destiny evolve with ease. There is nothing to cause fear, worry, or discontent, for God's will is my certainty of good. I rest in the complete assurance that God's idea of me is perfect. God only knows that I am alive with its life, radiant with its health, and expressing fully its purpose. All of this I now know for myself. I let God's perfect will be mine this day. So let's take that into our time of contemplation and meditation. one life, one. One expressing as nature, as the birds that I hear singing, awakening, as the sky that is lightening as the sun rises. One as the breeze that is blowing in the crisp morning this morning. One. One energy, one essence, one source, one substance, changeless. It already is all that there is. And so there's nothing for it to change into. There's nothing for it to evolve into. And yet it expresses an exquisite multiplicity without changing or exhausting itself. This is the wholeness of life. This is the completeness of life. This is the perfection of life. By whatever name we call it, it simply is. It is, I am. I choose to recognize this moment that I name it to speak of it. And even in naming it, I create a degree of limitation in understanding and experiencing it. Because it is beyond what can be captured in a finite name, in a finite explanation. And so in this moment, I choose to recognize it as life. Life is breathing me. It breathed me while I slept. Life breathed life while life slept, unaware of its physical beingness. And in the truth of one mind, one source, one substance, life thinks my thoughts, dreams my dreams. Within this one life is the activity of creation that receives thought, idea, intuitive impulse, whatever we call it. It receives it and acts upon it. It is the actor, it is the doer of what the knower knows. So I speak my word, recognizing that it is the word of the infinite, a word of life spoken through its example, through its incarnation as me. That life is whole, perfect, and complete. That life is health. That life is vitality. That life is wholeness. That life is perfection. That life is completeness. That life simply is. And that all of creation is living this one life. All that we experience, all that we imagine, All that we define by language must be life. If life is all there is, and all there is life, then everything, without exception, must be that. And so I open my mind, I open my heart, I open my human perception to a greater experience of life, to an experience of life without resistance, without judgment, without categorization, an experience of life that is neither good nor bad, right nor wrong, up nor down, big nor little, an experience of life that is in alignment with the accuracy of this wholeness, this completeness, and this perfection, an experience of life that just is. That just is. Nothing to throw away, nothing to run from, nothing to run to. I look within to understand, to meet and know the truth of my being by looking inward, by looking into me. I see the perfection of I am. I experience life without restriction. I experience the infinity of my being. I experience the eternality of the substance of which I am made. And as I look within, each time I notice something that appears external to myself, I look within to see there are no barriers. There is no division. There is no separation. It is simply the one, life expressing. And I look within to understand the apparent without. It's only one life. That life is God, love, spirit, Buddha, Allah, whatever we call it. And it is my life. And so I know that the word spoken this morning has already been responded to affirmatively, that life always says yes to life. There's nothing else to do. There is no in life. There is only yes. There is only the affirmative. Life is always unfolding forward. And so it is already received. It has already received the ideas, the words spoken, and acted upon it. It has already made it so. There is no waiting period. Time in this human construct is simply that space, that time, that perception of what it takes for my perception to shift, for my awareness to see what has always been right there. And so I am grateful. I'm grateful that it's already done, that it was done before I spoke it into being. That I live, move, and have my being in, through, and as infinite possibility. Infinite probability. Infinite yes. And so in this celebration, I release. From this place of celebration, I release. And by release, I simply am acknowledging the letting go of the human need to do anything. That I simply step into what is and allow. I allow myself to see what is right there to be seen. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.